Rank 1. The intern. You thought this would just be another government office job, a desk, coffee runs, maybe some paperwork. But the first time you walk into the Pentagon, you realize this place is different. The building is enormous, endless hallways. 5 giant rings connected by corridors that seem to stretch forever. Thousands of people moving quickly between offices. No one walks slowly here. Your badge barely opens half the doors. Your job is simple. Carry folders, print reports, sit quietly in meetings and take notes. But even as an intern, you start hearing things. Words like deployment, threat assessment, strategic response. One day you deliver a document to the wrong conference room. Inside, a giant screen shows a satellite image of somewhere in the Middle East. Generals stand around the table discussing movements on the ground. No one notices you standing in the doorway. You quietly close the door. And suddenly you understand something. Decisions made in this building don't stay in this building. They echo across the world. Rank 2. The intelligence analyst. Now you have your own desk, your own secure login. Your job is to study information coming from everywhere. Satellites, intercepted communications, drone surveillance, foreign military reports. You spend hours staring at maps and data feeds, looking for patterns others might miss. A new radar installation appearing near a border, troop movements happening at night, ships leaving port unexpectedly. Most days nothing happens, just quiet analysis and long reports. But sometimes you notice something strange, a small detail that doesn't fit. You write a report and send it up the chain. Hours later, a supervisor calls you into a briefing room. Your observation is now part of a larger discussion. Suddenly, the room fills with senior officers. What started as one small data point on your screen might now shape a real-world decision. Rank 3. The strategic planner. Now you help design operations that may happen months or years from now. Inside secure planning rooms, giant maps cover the walls. Teams discuss possible conflicts around the globe. If tensions rise here, how quickly can forces respond? How many aircraft would be needed? How long would supplies last? Every scenario is analyzed, every outcome studied. You design plans that most people will never see, plans that may never even happen. But if a crisis begins tomorrow, those plans must already exist, ready to activate instantly. Because when real events start moving, there is no time left to improvise. Rank 4. The operations officer. Planning is theory. Your job deals with reality. When operations begin, your room fills with screens showing live feeds from across the world. Satellites, recon aircraft, ground units reporting positions. Secure phones ring constantly. Messages arrive from commanders in different time zones. Something changes every few minutes. Weather shifts, intelligence updates. Units request support. Your job is to coordinate it all. Every decision must be fast and precise, because somewhere thousands of miles away, soldiers are moving based on orders flowing through this room. Rank 5. The intelligence director. Now you oversee the entire intelligence picture. Hundreds of analysts feed information into your department every day. Reports from spies, signals intelligence, drone footage, satellite images. Your job is to make sense of the chaos. Some reports contradict each other. Some sources might be wrong. But buried inside all that information is the truth leaders need. You brief senior officials daily, explaining threats, predicting actions, warning about dangers before they happen. Sometimes the room becomes very quiet after you finish speaking, because everyone understands that what you just described might become the next global crisis. Rank 6. The general. Your career now spans decades of service. You have commanded troops in the field. Now you sit at the highest level of military leadership. Inside secure conference rooms, generals and admirals gather around massive tables. Maps and intelligence reports cover the screens. The conversations are calm but serious. Every plan discussed here involves real people, soldiers, pilots, sailors. Each decision carries weight. Orders leaving this building may move thousands of troops across oceans within hours. Leadership at this level means understanding the cost behind every strategy. Rank 7. The Strategic Advisor. Now you sit beside the people who shape national policy. Presidents, defense leaders, senior officials. Your role is to translate military reality into clear choices. During crises, the room fills with tension. Reports arrive constantly. Advisors present different options. Escalate, de-escalate, wait, act immediately. Each option carries consequences that could echo for years. Your job is to explain those consequences before the decision is made. Sometimes the most powerful advice you can give is simple caution, because once certain actions begin, they cannot be undone. Rank 8. The Secretary of Defense. Now you run the entire Department of Defense. Millions of personnel, global bases, fleets of ships and aircraft. Your office sits inside the Pentagon, but your influence reaches every military command across the world. Every day you meet with generals, intelligence leaders, and foreign allies. Budgets worth hundreds of billions pass through your decisions. New technologies, military readiness, international threats. Every choice affects global stability. The responsibility is enormous, because the military power under your control is one of the most powerful forces on Earth. Rank 9. The President. The ultimate authority over the military does not sit inside the Pentagon. It sits in the Oval Office. As Commander-in-Chief, you receive constant briefings from defense leaders. Intelligence updates arrive every morning. Crisis reports sometimes arrive in the middle of the night. Advisors present options during emergencies. Each option carries risk. Each decision could reshape global events. The chain of command runs directly through you. Once an order is given, it moves instantly through the Pentagon and out into the world. Rank 10. The Decision Maker. At the highest level, the Pentagon is not just a building. It is a machine built to turn information into decisions. Analysts gather intelligence. Planners build strategies. Officers manage operations. Leaders weigh the consequences. And eventually, someone must decide what happens next. From the outside, the Pentagon looks like a simple 5-sided building in Virginia. But inside those walls, discussions happen every day that may influence wars, alliances, and the balance of power across the entire world. And every decision begins with one simple question: what happens next?